Alright guys, so I want to apologize with huge frustration for the two-part video. My phone is being retarded in the middle of pausing the recording. Once I got ready to start up again, the screen would not react to me touching it, so I had to stop the video and start over. But since then, Rebecca is still in her soak. I got her enclosure cleaned up, and then I got my brand new Blue-Eyed Lucy blue-eyed leucistic female ball python out. She's still pretty new to the collection, so she's still kind of getting used to me. That's why I'm doing a lot of handling with her and stuff right now, so that she will get used to me. She's still pretty jumpy around sudden movements around her head. She struck out a couple of times, but not in an aggressive way, just kind of a defensive, don't mess with me kind of way. But other than that, she's been pretty chill, you know. I mean, ball pythons are notorious for being docile, but I mean, they can be pissy at times. And she was last weekend quite pissy when my camera woman Rebecca was over here with her daughter and her niece, and the girls wanted to hold her, but she kept striking and striking. Even with the enclosure closed and the girl standing outside, she was striking, and I couldn't figure out. I thought maybe she was hungry, so I did feed her in front of the girls. She did take food, and then later on that night, I noticed her shedding. And then I figured out, oh, that's why she's pissy. And if you'll look real close, she's still got some stuck shed on the top of her head and around her nose. I don't want to mess with that too much and stress her out, because, like I said, all I'm trying to do right now is just get her used to me, desensitize her to being handled and stuff like that. But she is an absolutely gorgeous snake. She's doing well. I just mentioned that she shed just a few days ago, so she's eating and growing, and I love her to death. And her name is Bonnie, by the way. I will explain that later. Rebecca shed a couple of weeks ago, and she's eaten a couple of times since then, so she's probably due for another shed in a week or two. But if you look real close, you can kind of see some of that stuck shed right there on her head between her eyes and down on her nose there. It's kind of stuck, and some of it was hanging off earlier, and I used my tongs and pulled some of it off, but every time I got near her head, she jumped, so I didn't want to stress her too bad. She's starting to kind of calm down now and not be as crazy as she was just a few minutes ago. Look at those beautiful blue eyes. It's amazing what nature can create. I'm really excited to see what she turns into. I think she's going to be a really awesome snake. But for now, I'm not going to stress her out anymore. I'm going to go ahead and pull Rebecca out, put her in her new enclosure. I'll do that on video. I'll put her in a soak, but we won't do that on video. I'll just do me pulling her out of soak, and then we'll put her in her enclosure, and then I will make the announcement that I promised you guys. Don't go anywhere. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is go ahead and take Rebecca out of her soak and put her back in her enclosure, which ought to be pretty easy. I'm guessing when I take the top off, this bucket should be toward the top, but you'll notice the camera's not moving. I have it on a tripod so that when I move her this time, I can do it two-handed. The reason I had so much trouble out of her earlier is because I was trying to work a camera with one hand, pick her up with the other. Normally with Rebecca, when I go to clean her enclosure, or maybe someone's over and I pull her out to show her off, I can usually move her hide out of the way, scoop her up with both hands, and without hardly even waking her. As long as you support their full body, they don't feel threatened. You know, so she's comfortable with me handling her, but it's the whole one-hand thing is where she really starts to fight me. So I'm anticipating this going pretty good. I'm just going to pick her up and kind of point her head this way, and she should just go right in there nice and neat for us. And then, yep, like I said, she's at the top of the bucket ready to go. Then we're going to put Bonnie in a soak so that maybe she can get the rest of those head scales off. And we're just going to let Rebecca go where she wants to go, because she knows she's in her home now. And then she'll pick the hide that's suitable for her later on this evening. Right now, she's just kind of looking for a place to hide. We'll watch this for a second because it's kind of entertaining. Now she's hiding her face. That's so cute. Yep, she's going to go down underneath the substrate. And while we're on the subject of substrate in her enclosure, yes, this is a recycled paper type substrate and not aspen shavings. This is what I've been keeping her on for 2 years. Have not had any problems out of it. But I will be. This is the last of the stuff that I have, and since I've got the ball python now, and they have to be kept on aspen, and I can buy bulk aspen pretty cheap at the local farm supply store. I'm going to start keeping her on aspen as well. I did a video with her a while back where I fed her, but a snake keeper watched the video and noticed the substrate, and he told me that I needed to change that substrate immediately, that it was going to get in her water or get stuck on the prey's fur, and she was going to ingest it, and it was going to swell and cause an impaction, and the animal could die. And I assured him that I had been keeping her, on this stuff for over a year without any problems, that it didn't swell that much, and that, I thought I was doing a good service to the trees by using recycled product, but I'm kind of starting to see the light a little bit. Some of it does get in the dish every once in a while, and it swells a little bit. I don't know if it's enough to give her an impaction, but at this point, I'm not taking any chances. I've got another snake now. I can get aspen shavings pretty cheap, so this is the last time you'll see her on this stuff right here. So I can't remember that viewer's name, but if they're watching this video, you convinced me, buddy. I'm switching over to aspen after this one. I'm going to shut up, rearrange the camera, and then we're going to put Bonnie back in her enclosure, and then I'll make my announcement. Alright, so the next section of this video is going to be dedicated to Rebecca, Dusty, and Maya. Sorry you guys aren't here to help me. Hopefully I can get you guys over here pretty soon to help me out with some of my critters and the camera work. For Dusty and Maya, and by the way, in the South we pronounce it Maya rather than Maya. Sorry you guys didn't get to hold her when you were over here the other day because she was so pissy with a shed or whatever. We didn't know, but we didn't want you guys risking getting bit, so we didn't mess with it. But you guys are going to have another chance to come over here and hold her. For the rest of you, let's get her out. I think with the humidity and everything in the tub, that last little bit of skin should just slough right off of her pretty little face, which she is now hiding. But there we go. We're going to put her down in her new enclosure. You'll notice that, of course, I've got her hide, which is on the warm end. She usually hangs here when she wants to be warm, or over in here when she wants to be cooler. She's got her water dish, and then I've got this stick in here that I hope that she'll rub her nose and stuff on to get the rest of those face scales off. Now, to the announcement, a couple of weeks ago at least, I made 500 subs. So 2 videos ago, it was a project unboxing and announcement and a shout out video. I announced that I was going to do a giveaway, and that all you had to do was watch that video, like, comment, be subscribed. But the most important thing was that you had to comment. Anyone that was in the comment section on that video was going to be entered into the giveaway. So let me give some details to people that maybe didn't see that video. There's 2 different tarantulas. There's a New World and an Old World, and both of them are about sub-adult size, so it would be up to the winner. So if you're interested in a free tarantula, go over there and check that video out. Drop me a comment. I've gotten dozens of views, but sadly I've only gotten 5 comments so far. As pathetic as this sounds, I'm going to give it another week. If I don't get at least like 15 comments, there's no need in even bothering doing the giveaway. I did a giveaway at 250 subs, and I must have had 25 to 30 comments. So, I mean, I'm at 500 subs, and the comments are going down. So that tells you enough bitching about that. Hope you guys did enjoy this video, and you did enjoy the updates on my 2 beautiful gals here. Sorry my other 3 gals weren't here to help out, but, it is what it is. Hey, guys, don't forget to like this video. Comment if you want to. Subscribe if you haven't done that. Share this video with your friends. And like I always say, I hope you guys have a fantastic day or night wherever you are. And don't forget, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. God bless.